Howdy, everybody. I am Tanner.
I'm Jade, and we're still at PAX 2016, PAX West 2016, where we just got done playing Resident Evil 7 in VR. Oh, my baby. Fun fact about Jade, Resident Evil, favorite game of all time. Been playing it since 1996. Like a lot of Resident Evil fans, I think at a certain point, we all kind of started to hate our own favorite video game because of what, and I know a lot of people disagree with me, because of what things like 5 and 6 and Operation Raccoon City started to do with the series. And there was a lot of lost hope, but Resident Evil 7, I think, has it's brought it back. Oh, it's brought Resident Evil back in a big, bad way, I think.
A big, bad, but different way, that's the thing.
A big, bad, but different way.
I mean, as far as the jumps from 5 and 6, from what we see and from what we've experienced in the that demo that they released and from the VR, I mean, this is first person, this is more isolated, it's more bringing it back to the roots, but it's not like the original couple games where you are isolated, it is horror.
I think it's literally the epitome of them going back to their roots. I think back in the 90s, back in when Shinji Mikami was still doing things for Capcom, he originally pitched Resident Evil as this first-person, scary, tense, horror experience lost in a mansion. And this is exactly that. It's the mansion that he wanted. It's the angle that he wanted. The technology exists that he can do what he does, and it's so unsettling.
Yeah.
So just to jump into the demo, it's not like the demo that everyone has on PlayStation Plus.
Completely unique thing, isolated to a specific room. I don't think we've seen really before. Or maybe perhaps at the beginning of the demo, in the flash cuts of you tied up in the chair and stuff. But that's basically what this is about. You being in that chair or a chair.
If you've played the demo in VR, you know what happens during those VHS flashback cuts when the guy wakes up in the attic and his friend is trying to cut him loose. And this is like a 20-minute director's cut of that opening scene. And just, oh man, to describe the things we saw, there's no words.
Well, I mean, there are words.
There are words. There's words like fuck and like shit. Those are words I could use to describe playing Resident Evil 7.
I mean, yeah, it was great. They were using the PSVR system. That's what we were actually playing it on. We're pretty sure we were playing it on an actual PlayStation. Perhaps it was the new
PlayStation 4Ks. A lot of these PlayStation booths have these consoles themselves enclosed
that we cannot see.
And we can't see them.
This is my first time using PlayStation VR. It was really, really scary. It was really immersive. I mean, as far as using the controller, it's a little bit different than the other VR experiences from what I've seen, but you're isolated to the chair, but you're using the controller to interact with the environment. I mean, you're sitting there with the camera in front of your face, and the first thing they do is they say, break the camera or knock it over, and you shove out the remote and it knocks it over.
And from then on out, your brain forgets that you're at fucking PAX. I'm gonna die. This is how I died today.
Yeah, what Jade always said is he always says it immerses him the very moment that the guy on the ground who wakes up and starts cutting you out, he actually looks up into your eyes, into the VR system, and he looks desperate to get you out. And you know what? At that point, you're desperate for him to get you out.
When he makes eye contact with you and he's like, I don't know if I can do this, you're like, you have to do this. You don't have a fucking choice, man. I'm gonna play Resident Evil 7 regardless, but I can't imagine playing it any other way except in VR. I don't want to beat it unless it's in VR.
Now that I've gotten the fix, I don't know if I can go back first.
I don't know if I can just play
it. And that terrifies me.
It's so and that's the thing too, it scares me that I can't go back, but I know I'm going to be scared if I put the headset on too.
I know.
I'm terrified either way. Capcom, thank you so much for finally fucking listening.
For finally redoing it and doing it right. 5 and 6, we'll forget about those. It's okay.
This makes up for 5 and 6. Resident Evil 7, the booth was great, the developers were great, everyone was great. It comes out January 24th on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, I believe PC. It's in VR. Buy it. Play it. Play a good fucking horror game. We need more actual horror games. No more of this action-y bullshit. Resident Evil 7, January. Check it out. Play it. PlayStation 4 and whatever else you have.
And as far as our other videos at PAX, please remember to check them all out. We have a bunch of different other ones.
A few annotations floating around here.
You'll see what they say, what they do. One of them might say subscribe.
One of them might say subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for sticking around with us. And we hope that you watched the other videos, and we hope that if you came to PAX, you enjoyed it. And if not, we hope that you enjoy these videos. What are you doing with your face?